we are at the LED Expo. This is the huge expo in Guangzhou, and you know the Canton Fair, which is in the same area as the Canton Fair. This expo has gone for 4 days. This is the first day of 4 days, and it's amazing. All the news that you're hearing in the newspaper at the moment is what's going on in Europe, the flattening of the economy in the US. But if you go around and you talk to the vendors here, there is lots of buzz and excitement. And you know what? You know what the buzz and excitement is about? In about 2 years' time, you're talking about all around the world, governments have to change their lighting from the old incandescent lamps to LED lighting. We're talking about a $150 billion industry. And that's what's causing the buzz. And of course, this may be a boom and bust cycle in the LED industry, but we haven't got to the top of the boom yet. And so that's why there's lots of excitement around in this expo. 150 billion, about half of that, 50% of that market will actually come into fruition in the next 2 or 3 years. And so there's a lot of companies that have moved into this area to start supply. We talk about the machines that make the LEDs. They are very big machines. They're owned by a few companies around the world. Taiwan has about 250 of these machines. The China government is installing, purchasing through their companies, or Chinese companies are purchasing up to 500 in the next 12 months. So you can see there's a lot of supply coming on board, and that's actually pushing down LED prices by a large amount. So you can see that with the opportunity comes along, you have this supply that comes and it'll push things down. But that's not to say that things are all that bad. Things are really, really good with the demand around the corner in the future. So let's have a look at some of the areas of the LED Expo. We come with me and hope you can hear me as we look around. What you find is when we have a look on this side, we can see there's a lot of component makers. And when we say component makers, LED, but also the transformers and the fittings that support the LEDs. And we're talking about makers of the aluminium copper substrates where the PCB board that support the LEDs go on. So you've got all those manufacturers on this side of the expo. And over here you've got a company that are making lighting. If you turn around, you've got companies that are making transformers for the LEDs. And if you go down here, we have companies making lights. You've got strip lights here. We're not necessarily interviewing these final products. We're actually focusing on the interviews of the component manufacturers that are in a B2B sales relationship with these final product manufacturers, and it's really, really interesting. These component manufacturers are making large margins on their sales. We're talking about up to 40 or 50% in some areas. Of course, there's margin squeeze going on because there's more competition coming into the market. And so if we go around here, we actually see most of the component manufacturers. Well, this is very interesting. This is a, what's this? This is a measuring instrument that measures the lumens of LEDs. So they'll put the light inside and the instrument will actually measure the lumens of the light. That's a measurement of how strong the light is. Got more LED fittings here. We've got a company here, and Sino Diamond Company, which we interviewed earlier. They are actually in the manufacturing of these LED bases, and also another division in the same umbrella of the group are making the final products. Not necessarily that they're supplying everything to the other division, but it's really interesting the different structures of the companies in this industry in China. So we go around here. here we've got the good old-fashioned machines. We have to have machines. We've got the materials. We've got the component manufacturers. We've got the final manufacturers. They're normally in the other hall, but we also got the machines on our side here. And we're just walking around, and a lot of the areas around here are all the machines. If we go over to the other side, we'll actually find more of, if we go around the other side of the expo, we'll actually see more of the final products. That is, the products that are sold directly to municipalities, governments, or companies, or the building industry where the LED lights are going into. So just to repeat again, this street lighting, government lighting around the world, the change from incandescent lights into LED, it's a potentially $150 billion industry. And about 50% of that industry is going to be realized in terms of just creation in the next 2 or 3 years. And that's creating a great spur. That is a very positive thing that you don't read in the paper every day, because we hear so much about Europe and USA. Thank you very much, and see you later at the expo.